Hello Aquarius, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your weekly read for the week of the 17th to the 23rd of August 2020. I hope you're doing well, Aquarius. So I'm just going to sage from the last reading, clear the cards out and stuff like that to get us ready for your reading. It's the weekend when I'm publishing this, Aquarius, and so that means I've got a half price reading sale going on right now. This weekend it's on my past, present, future reads. So that's a 3-page reading. I get it out within 24 hours of you ordering it, the same as all of my readings. And this weekend it's 75 Australian dollars instead of 150 Australian dollars, which is about 50 American dollars instead of 100. So it's a great time to purchase one of those. Goes into what's been going on for you the last couple of weeks, or depending on your timeline, it could be like a month or two, depending on whatever you want, your higher self wants to talk about on that timeline. What's going on for you now, why, and what's coming in for you in the next couple of weeks as well. So very popular readings they are, very popular readings. So if you'd like to book in for one of those, there will be a link popping up somewhere on the screen now, I think here. And there's a link for that in the description box below. You can always find it on my website, behealing.com. And Aquarius, if you want an extra $5 off, then go to my website, behealing.com, scroll down on any page. A little window will pop up inviting you to join my mailing list. If you join that, you'll get a coupon code for an extra $5 off, so you can use that. So let's get on with your reading. What is going on for you, Aquarius, this week? Going to be using the Muse Tarot, first of all. Get a card out for your energies for the week for Aquarius. If you haven't watched the general read, the weekly read for all signs, do that, because we've got a very interesting week, like a busy week this week for everybody. Okay, I've got your card out. Oh, what are you doing? You've got the Five of Materials has come out here, so you are pushing something away from you. Something good, something that you want, you're pushing it away from you. You're not embracing it. So you're close to something. You've got a block here. This is an abundance block going on right here. And so there's some kind of a feeling like you're missing out, or you've been focused on the negative, you've been focused on what you don't have, or you haven't been putting yourself out there, you've not been learning something, you've not been following that path that your higher self has been putting out. There's some way that you're saying no to abundance and no to the path forward, and you're blocking yourself from it. So this week it seems like this will be coming up for you. Things will be going wrong, abundance won't be happening, you'll be in lack, and it's showing you where your focus is at and what blocks are happening. So a bit of a healing week for you. Let's get a card out from this one. Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light. For Aquarius for this week. Okay, you got 2. Wow. You've got birthing a new age here. Age of Aquarius, huh? Birthing a new age. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being, right? So putting this together with the Five of Materials there, Five of Pentacles, you're blocking out this change. So it's like your higher self has been calling you to do something new for a new life, and you are resisting that and you're staying in the old. You've got a new age, a new beginning, a new cycle wanting to start in your life, but you're resisting that. You're wanting to stay in the old. Just watch out for that. So if things have stopped working for you, things are kind of breaking apart, your money's stopped flowing, things, just the flow has stopped. You have had the guidance to make some changes in your life, but you've been resisting that change. You've got Council of Light here as well. Divine orchestration, help is in the subtle realms. Do you know what that's saying? If you don't make those choices yourself, if you don't follow that path yourself, you'll be forced into it. So external circumstances will happen like towers falling down to push you into it. Sometimes we need that push, that shove, because we get comfortable in our comfort zones and we don't want change. We do want change, but we don't want change. We want the change to come in. We want the rewards of it, and then we don't want to do the work and the actual change to get there. You're being invited on a new path now, and you're being helped. You're being helped to get there, and it's a bit of a shove this week. Sorry about that. You're getting shoved into it. Aquarius, let's get some Lynn Bell's inner self-guidance cards out to find out what your story is this week. It's about abundance for a lot of you. So if your money stopped flowing, it's because you're being called into something else now, to raise it up, to expect more, to want more for yourself, to work smarter, to actually do something. Abundance is all about our inner resources. Yeah. So our inner resources, that could be our time or what we can do with our hands, like working hours for someone else. We can convert that to money. That's one of our resources. We can convert our body. That's one of our resources as well. We can convert that to money. But then there's higher level stuff too. There's our ideas, there's our creativity, there's our what's in our hearts, our passions and stuff like that. We can turn that into money too. That is what we've been calling you. And if you're still keeping it base level and working like hours for money, then this is saying empower yourself, step into your power, tap into what your true power is. There's much higher levels of power inside of you. You're capable of much more, Aquarius. And your higher self wants you to do that. It doesn't want to waste your life. You don't want to get on your deathbed and say, oh, I should have done a bit more with my life. You're in a comfort zone. This is all saying that you're in a comfort zone, and this has been calling you. And so then this council of light, it tries to help you by cutting you off from your abundance, making it stop flowing, to force you into it, to force you into something better. So if it feels like things have been falling apart for you, things aren't working anymore, and you want to go backwards, don't do that. Don't go backwards. It's asking you to go forward, not backward. Aquarius, what else? Right, this is why you're resisting it, okay, because it's making you feel bad. And so this is why you want to go backwards, because it's kind of, you lost your innocence in that. It's making you feel bad. Maybe your financial situation is making you feel bad, and you think, well, I've got to start again. No, you've got to move on with wisdom to even more and more tapping into those more valuable resources that you've got inside of yourself to convert those into money. The reason that you're here is not about money, but your value, your true gifts inside of yourself, they will get converted into money when you are sharing them with the world. If you're not sharing them with the world now, of course the universe is going to try and push you into that and get you to do that. It converts into money. It always does. When we're sharing that, it converts into money because it's valuable and we share it with the world. So it's not all about money, but money is often a motivating factor. It's part of it. It's always linked to it. It's a love energy. You can't get away from that. And so that's what's going on. And so I didn't really explain these cards properly. Innocence. It's not that you're doing something wrong. You've got to claim that innocence, but life is a path, it's a constant growth path. And if you stop growing, if you got into a comfort zone, maybe on a certain abundance level, you stop growing, you stop looking for new creativity inside of you, doing something new, you're not living anymore. And so you're resisting it because you think that there's something wrong, because you're not allowed to stay in your comfort zone. That's life. You're not allowed to stay in your comfort zone. Life is constant growth. The universe is always expanding. It doesn't want anyone to be stagnant. There's more inside of you. Yes. Aquarius, you've got follow my knowing and growth. There's more inside of you. Follow that intuition. You're being asked to grow now. You're being asked to develop in your life, do more, be more, share more, tap into those resources, be creative. That's what you're being called to do now. So whatever has been coming to mind lately, and lately I'm talking about this whole year really, ideas that you've had, that's what you're being shoved into now. Go back and look at the 2020 year ahead reads, because it was pretty much the same message. There was slight difference, changes in nuance, but it was pretty much, you're going to get shoved and pushed into your life purpose now, kicking and screaming if you have to in the year 2020, because it's what it's all about. Everyone's got to take the place now. And so go back and watch that reading again. And trust your intuition. It is leading you. You have had the ideas. You've had that guidance. You might be trying to ignore it and just stay in your comfort zone, but you've had that guidance. So remember it. Remember what that guidance is. You've got a passion inside of you that wants to come out. This is like a passion project, a calling, something that you really want to do. It could be you have a gift like mine and then you're not making videos like this. Well, why not? Do it. Do it. Push yourself beyond that comfort zone and start doing something. And trust yourself in that too. You can't go wrong. You can create anything you want. It doesn't matter. Be like a kid again that just paints a picture and it might be terrible, but you give it to your mum anyway and she puts it on the fridge. Be like that again. Create for the sake of creating it. Don't be all adulty about it and say, well, it won't be that good and it won't make money. It will. If it's coming from your heart, it will make money eventually. You'll have to stick at it. You'll have to stick at it. You'll have to put that work in. Denise Lynn's, wow. Denise Lynn's Sacred Destiny cards for you. Beautiful card. Happiness. That's what you're headed toward. And so I feel like you've been on this very, very subtle downward spiral in your emotions, Aquarius, is what I'm hearing. I haven't realized that your comfort zone has been making you feel worse and worse and worse, and it's not actually comfortable. In fact, it's quite uncomfortable for a lot of you. And it's getting more and more uncomfortable. Can you feel it? Especially with the abundance going down the chute. But happiness is calling you. It's time to get on that upward trajectory again. And that's to feeling much, much better. You have no idea you can feel so much better than you're feeling right now. But you've got to tap into those gifts that you've got to do that. What else should we get out? I feel like getting one of the Wisdom of the Oracle cards out for you, Aquarius, to finish this off. Could be a challenging week for you, Aquarius, but it'll be good for you. So don't shy away from it because it's just going to get worse if you ignore it. Ignore what's calling you. Don't do that. Oh, no place like home. This is about comfort zones. It's about where is your home really? It's inside of yourself. It's when you're feeling good inside of yourself. And this week, I don't know, you could be faced with how bad you're feeling. Like this week, to remind you, you can feel much better than that. This house here in this card, it's up on a hook there. It's not really grounded, yeah? This is about feeling at home within our own skin, feeling at home within ourselves, feeling confident within ourselves, no matter where we are. It's not about an external place or even about the community around us. It's about how we feel within ourselves. And when you feel like you're at home within yourself and you're fully accepting of yourself, you're feeling happy, you're sharing your gifts, you're doing your thing, you're going to do that no matter where you are because it's who you are. Then you're going to feel at home within yourself, and then you'll feel at home everywhere else too. So if you have been looking for your tribe, for your home, if things are shifting like that for you, Aquarius, it's calling you to look for that feeling of being at home within yourself. You're going to get that feeling when you're being more creative and you are tapping into those gifts and those passions. Wow. So yeah, it could be a confronting week. It just depends where you are on this journey and how open you are to that change and tapping into those passions that you've got and those gifts, creative gifts that you've got. There you go, Aquarius. Might not be the best week just because it's challenging and it's confronting, but it's good. You might look back at this week, maybe in a few years' time, and be very glad that you went through the challenges that you're about to go through this week. Good luck with it all, Aquarius. And if you do need some help, come along to BeHealing.com. I'd love to help you out with a reading, with some guidance from your higher self to ease you through this and give you some ideas, especially if it's all up in the air for you, like this house. If it's up in the air for you, then get some guidance. You can use me for that. I would love to help you out with that. So there you go. Enjoy your week as best you can, Aquarius, and I will see you next time. Bye.